And don't go outside, there are murderers out there. Just stay in the hall. How long do you have to stay in the hall? Until you're 18, then you can do whatever you want, right? Okay, you can go to the shops, but be careful nobody follows you. Jeez, I shouldn't let him go. I'll follow him. Right? And it is just there's a general kind of lack of knowledge about science. Not just specifically you, right? Who thinks that fucking pixies bring electricity from one side of the room to the other, right? You've got to stop believing that, my friend. With their little flapping of their wings and fucking wiggling of their tails. That's not the way it works. What, do you think there's a little elf in the bulb who dies eventually? And then you're going to take the elf down and replace him with a new one? No, of course not. There's a general kind of, in the media, there's a lot of that kind of stuff that people don't know about numbers. I'm a numbers guy. I'm a dweeb, all right? I apologize. I'm a bit of a nerd about these kind of things. I get really pissed off when people give out about like crime going up, when say the numbers are definitely going down, and then if you go with the numbers are going down, they go, but the fear of crime is rising. And you're going, well, so fucking what? You know what I mean? Zombies are at an all-time low level, but the fear of zombies could be incredibly high. It doesn't mean we have to have government policies to deal with the fear of zombies. It's ridiculous, for Christ's sake. The NHS, there was a survey in the NHS about dentistry where they found that some people are removing their own teeth. You know? And they brought on some senior dentists onto Sky News and gave out to him and said, how dare, this is terrible. People are removing their own teeth. And this guy stood there and went, well, obviously, systems should be put in place to deal with, which is stupid. He should have just gone, well, these people are clearly fucking morons at the highest order. I mean, who removes their own teeth, for Christ's sake? I'm a dentist. I don't remove my own teeth. You know what I mean? But there's kind of a notion that everyone's opinion is equally valid. My arse, bloke who's a professor of dentistry for 40 years does not have a debate with some idiot who removes his teeth with string and a door, right? It's nonsense. And they'll have this all the time with medical stuff on the television. You'll have a doctor on and they'll talk to the doctor and be, oh, doctor this and doctor that, and what happened there, and doctor, isn't it awful, right? And then the doctor will be talking about something with all the benefit of research and medical evidence, and they'll turn away from the doctor in the name of balance and turn to some quack witch doctor, homeopath, horseshit peddler on the other side of the studio. And I'm sorry if you're into homeopathy. It's water. How often does it need to be said? It's just water. You're healing yourself. Water to give yourself the credit. Jesus, homeopaths get on my nerves with the old, well, science doesn't know everything. Well, science knows it doesn't know everything. Otherwise, it'd stop. But as well as that, you know, why would they bother? But as well, just because science doesn't know everything doesn't mean you can fill in the gaps with whatever fairy tale most appeals to you. No, the great thing with homeopathy is you can't overdose on it. Well, you could fucking drown. I'm sorry, it seems harsh, and I used to be much more generous about it, but right now I would take homeopaths and I'd put them in a big sack with psychics, astrologers and priests, and I'd close the top of the sack with string and I'd hit them all with sticks. And I really wouldn't worry who got the worst of the belt of the sticks, right? Anyone in answer to the difficult questions in life, the I don't know what happens after I die, or please what happens if my loved ones die, or how can I stop myself dying, the big questions, gives you an easy bullshit answer, and you go, well, do you have any evidence for that? And they go, oh, there's more to life than evidence. Get in the fucking sack. I'm sorry, herbal medicine. Oh, herbal medicine's been around for thousands of years. Indeed it has, and then we tested it all, and the stuff that worked became medicine. And the rest of it is just a nice bowl of soup and some potpourri. So knock yourself out. Chinese medicine. Oh, Chinese medicine. But there are billions of Chinese. Chinese medicine must be working. Here's the skinny in Chinese medicine. 100 years ago, the life expectancy in China was 30. The life expectancy in China at the moment is 73. And it's not feckin' tiger penis that turned it around for the Chinese. Didn't do much for the tiger either, if you don't mind me pointing out. Oh, but they're so wise. They've one word for crisis and opportunity. Yes, but they also have one word for China and Tibet, and it's China, so fuck them. Right, so. Yeah, like we're going to take them on. Come on. Like, yeah, I do love I get a round of applause always, and as if we're going to, come on, we'll take them on. We'll take on the Chinese. The Hammers of the Apollo. We'll go bananas. We'll go over there, like whatever. It'll be fantastic. You can supply the food out of the back of the truck. You can find the oil for the car. I don't know what you'll do at that stage or whatever. You'll do some IT, and listen, you can light it up with one of your fairy bulbs. But it is just it's one of these like ridiculous things. Like, well, you never see that balance thing with really, really hard science. You never see it with like physics. Like, you never see like a guy on talking from NASA about a space station. They go, oh, Mr. NASA guy, you have a new space station. And they talk and then they go, right, but that's very interesting. But for the sake of balance, we must now turn to Barry, who believes the sky is a carpet painted by God. Barry, what do you think of this space station plan? Well, it's clearly ridiculous. What are they going to do? Hook it onto the carpet? You're absolutely right, Barry. You're very right. You're very right. You really are. Ridiculous. Oh, and by the way, psychics. I love psychics. Have you seen Watchdog? Do you know Watchdog? Yeah. Of course you do. Thank heavens for that. Because the comedian feeds off the energy of his audience. And right there, I slipped into a coma. So... Watchdog, I'm not sure why you'd whoop that particular sentiment. That seems an unusual thing to want in a performer. Come on, go to the coma again. That's exciting theatre. Anyway. Energy. Okay, if you want, I'll do more jumping around. It seems an unusual request. Okay, I'll do it more. Sorry. Oh, sorry, that was you giving me energy. Thank you very much. I'm charged. See the way it works? All you need is somebody at the back of the room to go, energy! And then the bulbs will kick off in a huge way. It's mad. You know, you're right. It is just magic. That does all this. And maybe there is oil in Reading. Why can't we just dream? Anyway, that'd be great if you went home after the gig. So would it be great if you went home and you're in the bathroom and suddenly just goes up out of the toilet and you go, Mary, this couldn't be. That'd be too lucky, wouldn't it? Just sort of shooting up out of the thing. Anyway, sorry. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I was talking about the whole, science stuff. What was I? Oh, psychics. That was it, right? There was a thing on. I'm sorry, I got thrown by a woman shouting, energy, as if we were in the middle of a 1970s glam disco review. Yeah! Sorry. Fusion, excitement, energy, power. So, any other random buzzwords you'd like me to give a physical expression to at some stage? Stealth. That was fairly shit though, wasn't it? I mean, let's say that was a pretty poor expression of stealth, wasn't it? You'd be a really bad ninja if all you did was just like that. Go by me. What did you say? Sexy, please. With every move. Yeah. This has taken a weird turn, hasn't it? The gig was going as it normally goes, nice and a bit fucking possibly a bit preachy about the whole medical thing, and all of a sudden now it's just people key out buzzwords and I do mine. This sudden weird direction I've taken in my career. When did you change, Dara? When did you stop being a stand-up and to get trapped into a glass box? It was the middle of a gig, actually. I'm sorry, I'd love to talk longer, but there's a giant gale coming and I've got to walk against it. Sorry, that's just weird. Anyway. That was a crap stealth. Good stealth if I did the rest of the gig over here. That'd be very good. That'd be quality stealth. See, that's fucking great stealth. You know I'm here, but you've no idea. For all you know, I'm going to walk... Oh, hang on, no, round the back. Yeah, yeah, right, okay. And then we're behind the big board, and we're behind the big board. No, I haven't gone anywhere. Jesus, this is going to be weird. People at home are going, what the fuck is going on here? Right? That's the problem with the had to be there moments. You really did have to be there some of the times. Yeah. I think we've had our one, the woman shouting out energy. Anyway, so... Psychics. How did you know I was going to say that? It's incredible. Some people just have a gift, a remarkable talent for being able to draw that information out. On Watchdog, right, which is what I was going to talk about, there's a really good item about 2 months ago, and it was an item about a woman who would look at you, just look at you, and tell you if your aura was cracked. And then she'd charge you £680 to repair your aura. Now, that's not a consumer issue. That's a fucking idiot issue, right? If you're getting fooled by that, you don't deserve the £680, right? And my favourite thing about it was the item had a headline. The item was titled, Bogus Psychic Scam. As if there's any other kind of psychic. As if you could have finished it with a real psychic going, well, on behalf of genuine psychics, we'd just like to say we're very angry about this. And so are the dead. I did a television show a few years ago in Ireland called The Kelly Show, right? And on The Kelly Show that night was a woman called Sharon Neal. Sharon Neal sells herself as the blind psychic, right? And the host turned to her on stage and said, Sharon, would you do a reading for the audience here? And Sharon turned to the audience and says, has anyone here lost a Mary? In Ireland, a forest of hands shoot up. People are always losing Marys in Ireland. Some people had lost a couple on the way to the studio that night. If you sit down too quickly in Ireland, Marys will roll out of your pocket into the gap in the couch. And even then she kept getting stuff wrong, and the host did a brilliant thing. He turned to her and he said, there's something that nobody ever says to psychics. He goes, Sharon, you got a lot of that wrong. And Sharon said an amazing thing. On national television she went, well, sometimes there are so many voices coming through, it's difficult to know which is which.